Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, don't forget to introduce yourself in the comments. I'm filming this video at the end of June in the UK, and we're just getting ready to come out of lockdown. While we've been in lockdown, my normal videos about flower arranging have morphed a little bit into crafting related activities because, like you, I haven't been able to go out to the shops to buy my weekly bunch of flowers. What I've noticed in loads of videos that I've been watching is that some of the YouTubers use a glue called E6000 and others prefer a hot glue gun. So when should you use E6000 and when should you use your glue gun? I'm Julie from Julie Davis Flower Workshops and Flower Start, the online flower arranging classes. I've got two sets of cups and saucers here. I'm going to glue them both and have a little experiment. There's loads of small print on the back of the packet, and if you read the hazardous instructions, it does quite put you off using this glue. It says, warning, may cause an allergic skin reaction, harmful to aquatic life with long-lasting effects. If medical advice is needed, have product container or label to hand. Keep out of reach of children. Avoid breathing vapours. Wear protective clothing, eye protection, face protection. If on skin, wash with plenty of water. Dispose of contents and container in household hazardous waste facility. So that all sounds pretty scary. Now let's read what we need to do to use this glue safely. It says it's been formulated using a premium polymer technology and it offers virtually the same performance and characteristics that you love with E6000 with no odour. So I bought the E6000 Plus. So this one has got no odour to it. It's crystal clear, offers superb UV resistance, it's paintable, remains flexible, self-levels, maintains its permanent bond strength, is washer dryer safe and is acid free. It can be used on almost any substrate and just about any application. The waterproof formula and all-weather performance make E6000 Plus excellent for indoor and outdoor applications. Excellent adhesion to wood, glass, fabric, ceramic, gems, metals, marble, fiberglass, concrete, most plastics, Lexan, I don't know what Lexan is, plexiglass and much more. Test a small area before use. The surface should be clean and dry and free of dirt. For best adhesion on smooth, non-porous materials, lightly roughen the surface before use. Apply direct to surfaces to be bonded. Note for non-porous surfaces, apply adhesive, mate the surfaces together, pull apart for 5 minutes and then remate the surfaces. Allow 24 hours for full cure. Depending on substrates and temperatures, maximum bond cure strength may not be reached for 48 to 72 hours. Impermeable materials may require longer cure time. So after all that scary business, let's get on and do this. So what I've got here are a pair of cup and saucers, and I thought I would glue them together to make little candle holders to use outside on my patio during the summer months. So the idea is I'm going to glue one down with my hot glue gun and then the other one use the E6000. So here goes. The instructions on the E6000 said to rough the surfaces up first. So I'm going to use this sandpaper to lightly rub over the top rim of my teacup and the base of the saucer as well. And I'll do that for the other cup as well. I'm going to use my hot glue gun first, so that's been heating up for a few moments. So I shall glue around the edge of the teacup. And set the saucer on top. Taking the E6000 Plus, that's telling me that I need to apply the glue on the surface offer them up, mate them together, and then separate them and leave them to air dry for 5 minutes and then come back and reapply. I'm using the piercing point here to pierce through there, and again, not quite, it's a clear glue, running that around the edge. Lid back on, and I want my handle to be over where that little flower was there. So it's saying to offer it up, to mate them together, and then to take them apart and rest for 5 minutes. So it's 2 minutes past 2. I'll come back at 7 minutes past. So 5 minutes have now gone past, it's 7 minutes past 2. Time to reapply. And you can see there, it's not an instant glue because I can move it around a little bit. And it lifts. So I need to set that down and dry off. So this was the hot glue gun, so I can immediately start to use that as my candle holder. But I'll need to wait 24 hours before I can use this one. It's 24 hours later, and I'm going to test how well my 2 glue options have worked. So I had my hot glue gun on the short candle and my E6000 on the longer candle. This is the hot glue, and I can just see whether I'm going to use a palette knife to see whether I can prise the 2 parts away, and it might work or it might not work, so we'll have to wait and see. Actually, did you just hear that pop? With not very much pressure at all, the saucer and the cup have come apart, so I'm left now with a ridge there of hot glue around the edges, which again I can pick off quite easily. So fingers crossed the E6000 would have held a little more securely. So it is firmly held. Where I can dig in with my palette knife. I'm really not having any luck at all. So I'm going to set that one to one side, and with my teacup here, spend a few moments picking off the glue. And what I'm going to do is do a combination of the 2. And you quite often see crafters doing this on YouTube videos, that they use the hot glue gun for the instant fix and the E6000 for the long-term fix. So because I know I need to add the E6000 on, mate up the 2 pieces and then take them apart and let them prove air dry for 5 minutes, it gives me opportunity to heat up my glue gun, and I can come back in and put my glue, hot glue, around the edge as well. So with my E6000, what I'm going to do is go round. I'm not going to do a complete circle like I did last time. I'm going to go round in 4 dashes, leaving gaps between each, and that's where I put my hot glue. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but it is in 4 sections. Offer it up to the saucer, mate it as the instructions say, and then pull it apart. While I wait for the 5 minutes, I'm going to plug in my hot glue gun and then come back in with a dash of hot glue, and then finally put the 2 pieces together. So I've got my hot glue, which is heated up, and then I shall add it in the gaps I left between the sections of the E6000. And then leave the whole lot to dry. So it gives me the instant grip of the hot glue with the long-lasting fix of the E6000. So I could get on and start using that straight away. For an extra decorative flourish, I'm going to pick some ivy and twist it round to make a mini garland to decorate the top surface of my saucer. Take a length in your hand, coil it round, tuck in the loose ends, and then slide that over your candle. So all I need to do now is lay the table for lunch. It's such a beautiful day. We're going to eat outside. I'm really pleased with the way these teacup candlestick holders worked out, but I can't decide now whether perhaps I should paint them and have them solid white. So you'll have to let me know in the comments whether I should leave them as is or get my spray paints out. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again next time.